dead man that.
Welcome. If you're new here, be sure to click the subscribe button, also click the bell icon so that you'll be notified about videos uploaded from this channel. The topics that we'll be discussing today: taxi driver and soup vendor gunned down, Tommy ODANE+2 chased and killed in ongoing gang war, deadly drive-by shooting, 15-year-old shot and killed by cops, and more. The St. Police have arrested 3 men and dismantled an illegal petroleum operation in Brownstown on Thursday morning. Deputy Superintendent of Police Linton Bailey, in charge of crime for the division, said the team came upon an illegal operation in Tobosque during a raid as a part of an operation. He said the police found a makeshift gas station that was being used to sell diesel. They also found several 5-gallon containers that they believe were used to store gas oil, as well as paraphernalia used in the distribution and sale of gas oil. There was also an underground tank concealed from the public where more 5-gallon containers were stored. The superintendent said illegal gasoline trade is lucrative in Brownstown, Alexandria, and surrounding communities. He warned that several gas station operators and distributors are possibly being fleeced of millions of dollars worth of petrol from illegal trade. While 3 people have been arrested, Bailey said that the police are searching for another suspect, known only as Breadman, of Tobosque address. The St. James police are trying to determine the cause of a death of a man who was found on Appleton Drive on Barnett Street on Tuesday. The deceased has been identified as a 73-year-old Britcham Lionel Robinson. Robinson's body was found with wounds to the neck. His face was also partially bitten by dogs. The police say investigations are ongoing. The Greater Portmore police believe the feud between a rival faction in Portmore led to the fatal shooting of a man on the popular food and entertainment strip along the Port Ederson Main Road on Wednesday. Ryan McIntosh, otherwise called Tommy, of Germain Road, Bridgeport, St. Catherine, was shot dead about 12:15 p.m. It is reported that Mr. McIntosh was carrying out a refurbishing work inside a container when he was attacked by armed thugs who shot him multiple times. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. 8 pencils were found on the scene. Our news team were informed that 3 men have been killed at the same location over the past few months in tick-for-tack attacks by rival factions. 2 of the victims killed were siblings of 2 gang leaders. As the people them say, it look like a this or the hot spot. 3 in just a few months at the same spot. It look like a that spot that them rivals them hang out and them not learn to them for come off of the road. I tell you all day, every day, anytime you put on yourself in a things like these, always consider on family members. Cause as soon as them can't catch them a go after them. Just forget back at you. You hear what them say? 2 of the victims are siblings to 2 gang leaders. Now me tell you something. As much as all them siblings could have been involved, it's the same possibility that they weren't involved. And just because them can't catch them brother, them go after them. People lose them 3 points innocently. Some of the time, because we really can't count on how much of these men are innocent. Some of them sneaking bad and hide what them do from them friends and relatives, while they have some family members just lie and wicked bad. You see them run, come out and ball out and roll up on the ground and hold them belly bottom and go on with themselves. When them ears say them drop out, when really and truly them know that them heart say them in a badness long time and them are all wicked man long time. But we are move along to some more interesting stories. A well-known soup vendor was shot and killed in front of the Jamaica National Bank ATM on Berwick's Road in Savalamar, Westmoreland early Thursday morning. He is a 55-year-old Elroy Palmer, otherwise called Soupy. Sources of residents are in disbelief following Palmer's death, as many would look forward to purchasing their hot fresh soup after work or parties. A customer who did not want to be named told our news team that Palmer was a good man. He added that the now deceased man would park his cars along the plaza where he would make the most sales. He said that Palmer would make his last sale in front of the JN ATM, park his car across the road in the yard, and then him head home. However, Palmer's usual route was interrupted when he parked his cars and attempted to head home. He was attacked and shot several times. Police detectives are probing the fatal shooting of 2 men during a gun attack on Wednesday in Portmore, Clarendon. The victims are 25-year-old Tony J. Huggin and 20-year-old Elroy Palmer, both of Portmore. Our news team understands that shortly after 7 p.m., a group of men were standing along the roadway when a motor car drove up with armed men who opened fire, hitting Huggin and Palmer. The culprits then escaped from the scene in the motor vehicle. The police were informed, and on their arrival, Palmer's lifeless body was found in a gully. Huggin was assisted to the hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. The police are yet to ascertain the motive for the killing. Investigations are ongoing. The police have identified the man who was chased and killed by unknown assailants at a yard in Dunbar River in Savalamar, Westmoreland on Thursday morning. The deceased has been identified as a 35-year-old Dane Wilson, otherwise called Bug. Wilson was unemployed off Barracks Road in Savalamar. Reports are that Wilson was among a group of people working on a motor car shortly after 10 a.m. when a motorcycle drove up with 2 men aboard. The pillion disembarked, pulled a firearm and opened fire at Wilson, who ran and was chased by gunmen who caught up with him and shot him several times. The gunmen then escaped on a motorcycle in the direction of Smithfield in the parish. The police were informed, and upon their arrival, Wilson was seen lying on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds to the head and upper body. He was taken to the Savalamar Public General Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The Independent Commission of Investigations have launched an investigation into the fatal shooting of a 15-year-old male along Water Lane in the vicinity of Water Lane Bus Park in Kingston. The deceased has been identified as Naharda Boothi. The incident took place on August 24 at approximately 10:30 p.m. The police in their reports stated that 3 officers on mobile patrol were fired on by a group of men. The police returned fire and 2 men escaped, 1 surrendered, and 1 was seen with gunshot injuries. The injured teenager was transported to the hospital where he died while undergoing treatment. 1 board imitation firearm wrapped with black tape was reportedly recovered from the scene. The detained man has been interviewed by Indicom. I want to go on for them little pitney and them parents. You mean for tell me say all I know bad from when I left high school, the last days of high school, everybody just get bad on a TikTok from parents, or you just have some parents that don't care at all. I really wonder what you would do in a group of men. 10:30 in a night, you're supposed to die your bed, eat your dinner, and wrap up under your sheet or watch your TV, or dip on your little phone or go on with yourself. Instead, you'd have rode with them old hoodlums there and get caught up in a something like this. Your little 3 pants just wash down the drain and you're not living no life yet. One of parents I don't know. Viewers and subscribers, I would love to hear what are your thoughts on all these stories down below in the comment section. We have made it to the end of our next video. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys next time. I'm out and stay blessed and stay safe.